It's a pleasure to have you this evening as we discuss pertinent issues on the link this week. And this show is brought to you by Standard Chartered Bank. They are bankrolling us to make sure we bring you information you can use. Tonight we're discussing security, but not what you are imagining. We're discussing security of these devices, your mobile phone and your laptop. And my guest tonight is Mr. Douglas Bugeiga, who is a certified ethical hacker. Douglas, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Samuel.
People will hear the word hacker and say, hey, so please tell us, what does a certified ethical hacker do?
Well, so thanks, Samuel, again. The word hacker really, evokes many feelings in many people's minds. But the ethical hacker basically is trained to think like a hacker, so that they can protect you from a hacker. So we are looking at what would the hacker do, and then you as a person that we're trying to protect, or as an organization we're trying to protect, what do you have to do to protect yourself from that hacker? So that's basically what we do. Very simple.
So you are the good guy who is the hacker.
We like to call it there's the white hats, and black hats.
All right.
The black hats being the bad guys, the white hats being the good guys. So yes, I would like to think of myself as the good guy.
All right.
Yes.
Viewers, tonight we have a good guy to help you against the bad guy. Okay, right. Let's ask the first question. Why is the security of my smartphone and laptop becoming of utmost importance today more than it has ever been?
Well, you see, Samuel, the world as it is now, and we have seen this happening even during COVID times, but even before COVID times, we had moved all our work to mobile devices. We have phones now that are more powerful than the spaceship that took people the first time to the moon. We have smartphones that are more powerful than the laptops we used 10 years ago. So everything we do now is getting to the phone, it's getting to the laptop. It's actually, for the most part, moving away from laptops. It's really getting to the phone. You did mention that Stanchart sponsors this show. They have a mobile app, I'm sure.
No, they have it. I have it, yeah.
Yes, every banker now, every bank has a mobile app. So we're doing our banking on mobile devices. We're doing our studying on mobile devices. We're doing our normal work, the 9-to-5 jobs. We do it on mobile devices, especially when we work from home. We're working on our laptops and our mobile phones. Whatever we do, even the social media influencers, they are making money off their mobile devices. So our lives now are really, really, deeply ingrained in mobile technology. So if we don't protect it, then we lose our livelihood. That's what makes it very important.
Okay, very important. These guys, who really would be interested in seeing my life, and why would they be interested in it?
Well, so the people that are interested in your life, interested in your data, it depends. It depends on so many factors. It depends on who you are in society. It depends on what you do, the kind of influence you command in society. It depends on the kind of data that you're keeping. If you're keeping data on behalf of many people, people would be interested in that data. But even if you think, I am a cassava seller and no one is interested in my data, you will be surprised at who might be interested in your data. At the very least, advertisers are interested in just having your name, your email address, your phone number, because then they can send you advertisement. But even beyond that, even just a normal human being, let's say you have a wife, or you're a woman, you have a husband, it could be a jilted husband or a jilted wife who is interested in knowing, what are your movements like. So no one would claim that, no one is interested in my life. Anyone could be a target. If you're a social media influencer, your livelihood is online, and people would be interested in that. If you have 1 million followers and you're, say, not very aligned with government views, you just know someone might be interested in that. So everyone has something to offer. their data is valuable. So who is interested in that? It could be government, it could be your friend, it could be your wife or your husband, it could be advertisers, it could be people who just want to make money from encrypting your phone and asking you to pay them for them to give you back your data. It could be people who are interested in seeing your messages and sabotaging you, or just showing to the world that you're not who you claim to be. So anyone is a target, and anyone could be targeted, really.
Let's talk about the bad guys.
Yes.
We mentioned in the beginning. How do these bad guys do it to get into my phone or my laptop and messing me up?
Sure. So there's different mechanisms that people use to get into devices like these. And I want to separate the kinds of people that would be after you, because the kinds of people that are after you really they determine how they get to you. So hacking is very much a function of resources. How much resources, if I were a hacker, for example, how much resources do I have? Who is my target? What is the value of that target? At the very least, at the very bottom list, the most common way is through social engineering and phishing. And that is commonplace. It has been around since the beginning of computers, and it is still alive and well. But over and above that, these other mechanisms.
Let's just keep it simple, Douglas.
Yes.
Phishing.
Yes.
Are we talking about going and fishing in the lake? What are we saying here? Please help me understand. What is this phishing?
Yes. So I'll explain what phishing is, but I will explain it in conjunction with social engineering.
Okay.
So basically, the two terms have a lot to do with manipulating someone so that they can divulge information that they would not otherwise divulge. So the social engineering bit about it is, I come to you and pretend to you that I am a good guy, or I pretend to you that I have money, or I lie to you that your password has expired, I lie to you that I can give you free bundles. There's that sense of manipulation. I am giving you something that you might be interested in. That is the social engineering part of it. Now, the phishing part of it is usually when it is delivered via email, for example, or via text message, or via WhatsApp messages. And what they do is that once they've manipulated you and into believing that I have something that is good for you, then I send you a link that you're supposed to click on. You're supposed to, there's like a call to action. I need you to do something, and as soon as you do that, then I can very easily pick your data. So phishing is, in a sense, it is a lot like putting a hook there so that you buy it. There's bait. The bait is the 50 GB of data that I'm giving you for free. That is bait. You see? Then when you click on it, it means you have beaten the bait. So much as it's not exactly going to the lake and fish. It has. You are fished. You're fished in a way. In a way, you're fished.
And Douglas, that's a very pertinent point you are talking about here. I see people sharing things on social media. Free word. Just click here. Just press here.
Yes.
That's danger.
That is danger. So usually what happens is that there's no one that has done a lot of work, has developed applications, so there's no one that is giving you free things. They usually say, in my language, they say if someone is giving you, they are not that kind. That kindness is really reserved for witch doctors. It's not, there's no one that is that kind. So when they do this, they just want you to do something that will either install something on your phone, or like, again, at the very bottom bit of it, at the very least, they're going to harvest your phone number. When they say send this to 12 people and they will get 50 GB, they will most likely collect 12 phone numbers that they can later send WhatsApp messages that have advertisement.
Whoa.
Yes.
Wow, that's very interesting. So, what should I do to protect myself? Now, my phone, it's hard to do without it.
Yes.
So how do I protect myself from this common? And I know, viewers, we are just scratching the surface because of time. But I'll bring back Douglas another time to deal with depth. But let's first deal with this question. How should I protect myself, my phone, my laptop?
Okay, so you protecting yourself, again, goes back to who you think is probably after you.
Yeah.
Again, if you're saying, if for example state actors are after you,
yeah.
There's only so much you can do, because, like I said, hacking is very much a function of resources,
yeah.
and they have a lot of resources. So there's only so much you can do to protect yourself, because they have access to infrastructure that you may not really even know how to protect. But if you were to protect yourself from what I would call the petty hackers, people who are looking for ransom, people who want to expose you, there are some basic things that you have to do. And one of them, most importantly, is that you have to be always vigilant and always alert. Okay, so you have to keep your phone has been designed, it has been manufactured and given an operating system that is secure. Do not tamper with that operating system. So don't get a phone that has been, jailbroken. They've taken off the operating system and put another fancy operating system to allow you to do many other things. Downtown guys. They say, oh no, this is jailbroken. It will do for you amazing things. Usually when that happens, they've compromised with security. So don't avoid jailbroken phones. That will be very helpful. Wi-Fi. This is another avenue. If I came here and I set up a Wi-Fi hotspot and called it NTV free, I can guarantee you that by the end of the day, I'll have about 15 people connected to it. And once you do that, you have given me access to all the data that is flowing through my access point.
Wow, airports, traveling,
yes, yes. If the information is not encrypted, I could have access to it. So avoid those access points that are free, that the ones that you do not understand, who is behind this access point. Okay, avoid applications that are not, that would say they pretend to do a lot of things, but they are free. Usually there is something they're taking away from you. Someone once said that if you're not paying for a product, then you're probably the product. So if you get a VPN that is free, I remember in the time when Facebook was censored, many people rushed to download VPNs, and everyone had a free VPN. If you care about your security, you're a big time influencer, you have 1 million followers, get some of that influencer money, pay for a good VPN if you really have to. That will save you. And then
Douglas,
yes,
I see my time is running out, and I need you to, we have scratched, and I'm feeling bad even again. People want to find you. How do I find you, so you tell me more about these things? Maybe I want you to, give me insight. How do I find you? Well,
you can text me on WhatsApp. My number is 0782 923374.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say that again.
0782 923374.
Viewers, you notice I cut him short. I always feel bad about this. My time is run out, I've been told, but I promise you I'll bring him back to discuss more of the things.
Sure.
Douglas Bugeiga is a certified ethical hacker. He's a good guy who will show you what the bad guys will do to your phone and your laptop. We hope that you keep the devices that help you do your business safe. That was the link. Thank you for joining us tonight.